Greetings, everybody. Hi, welcome. I am the African Witch Bitch. Welcome to my channel. Okay, really quickly, because I pride myself on being super quick. This is called a call me spell. If you want a certain specific person to call you, this is what you would do. It could be a family member. Maybe you had a fight with your parents or your mom or your dad, auntie, whatever, and you want to speak to them. Maybe it was a love interest that you guys had an argument and you want them to call you. It could be a job. You want this prospective employer to call you or a supervisor for a promotion or something. Okay, let's get started. First thing you're going to need is a candle. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to use a white candle, but I strongly recommend that if you want a love interest or someone that you have romantic or passionate feelings for, romantic feelings, I consider I would strongly recommend you using a pink candle. But if it's for a hot, passionate love interest with lust and sex, I strongly recommend that you use a red candle. Okay. If it's a job or a prospective employer or call about a promotion that you put in for, I strongly recommend you using a green candle because green represents money, prosperity, etc. If it's a family member, a friend or a best friend or an associate, I strongly recommend using a blue candle. Okay. Now, if you don't have any of those colors and you just need to hurry up and get this spell done, on the flip, I suggest you can use a white candle to substitute any other candle that you have. Now, here's the thing. Hoodoo, here's the beauty of hoodoo. You don't need a lot of money. Our ancestors who used folk magic had nothing. They were prisoners of war. A lot of people like to use the word slave. I prefer prisoners of war. They had next to nothing. So that's the beauty of hoodoo. You do not need a whole bunch of money. You do not need buku in the bank to practice. All you need is an intent in your heart and very, very little. Things that you can pretty much get from Mama Earth. Okay. Now, for the sake of this video, we're going to use a white candle. Okay. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a partition paper. I am very frugal. I am very, very resourceful when it comes to, like I said, you don't need a lot of money. So I have a regular paper bag that I tore off. This can be your petition paper. If you don't even have this, you can use parchment paper. You can even use notebook paper. It's whatever is in your heart for your intent. But I prefer to use brown paper bag. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to write John Doe. I'm going to write John Doe, okay? I'm going to write John Doe 3 times. I'm going to turn the paper, clockwise, and then I'm going to write my name on top of John Doe's name 3 times. Okay. Now that you did that, you're going to take your candle and find some type of attraction oil. The oil that I use is from the royal bloodline, and I have had a lot of success with this oil. This is called oud. Okay, and they have different types of ouds that they use, but the one that I'm using right now for this video is Ayana Rose. Okay, so you take a little bit of the oil, and this oil is very good with attracting love and money, and it smells amazing. I've had a lot of success with this one. And another oil that I oftentimes use, I'm anointing the candle clockwise. Okay. I'm putting oil all over the candle. As I'm putting the oil in, I'm using my intent. I'm picturing the person calling me, talking to me. Okay. Put the oil on the parchment paper. Oh, also, sorry, I got sidetracked. Also, another oil that I use often, not as much as I use this one, but another one that I've had wonderful success with is if you're doing this spell for a loved one or for a romantic partner, this one I strongly suggest you get. If you don't have the oud from the royal bloodline, is called One Ritual Away, and it is called Love Come to Me oil. And I ran out. I need to order some more. But this is very, very, very good with attracting a romantic partner. Okay. You take the herbs that you're going to use for this particular spell is some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. You're going to sprinkle it on your partition paper, and some catnip. Okay, catnip is really good for attracting. If you've ever seen cats, get high off this stuff, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, also, before I even go further, prior to me even doing any of this, I cleansed everything that I'm using. A lot of people use different things to cleanse. Before you start anything, you take your partition paper, you take a bundle of sage, if you cleanse with sage, if you are led to do that, or Florida water is what I use. I use both actually, but you can use sage, you can use Florida water, you can use incense smoke, whatever your intention and your ancestors are guiding you to do is what you do. Now, after you put the partition paper in here on your name, you roll the candle inside the partition paper. Okay, you roll it towards you, okay? With your herbs. You roll it towards you like I'm doing right now. I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to hold it up, okay? You roll it towards you. And as you're saying this, as you're doing this, you're saying your intentions out loud. I want John Doe to call me. I want John Doe to call me. You roll it until your candle is completely covered. Okay? Now, you place your candle inside your candle holder. I have mine right here. Place it inside your candle holder. And then you're going to fold your partition paper towards you. Okay? Turn it clockwise. Fold it again. Turn it clockwise, fold it again. Turn it clockwise, fold it again, okay? You're gonna place your candle on top of your partition paper, okay? Place your candle on top of your partition paper. Light your candle. And as you're sitting here with your lit candle, you put your hands over the candle and you place your intention. Now you sit here for as long as you want to, as long as your ancestors are telling you to, your comfort level, your spirit guides, whatever they may be, and you put your intent into this candle. And as you're putting your intent into this candle, you are picturing the things that you're going to say to such said person when they call you. Whoever it may be, whether it be a prospective employer, whether it be your love interest, whether it be your family member, your best friend who you had a falling out, whomever it may be, maybe it's one of your kids or a neighbor, it doesn't matter. You put your intent into this candle and you think about the things that you would say to them when they call you, okay? And you sit there for as long as you want, as long as you need, as long as your spirit guides tell you to sit. And then you let it burn out. After you're done with the candle, after it goes all the way down, you set the partition paper on fire, okay? In a fireproof dish. It could be anything. I actually use this a lot. It's my my abalone shell that I burn sage in. I use this as my fireproof dish. If it's something small that I need to burn. If it's something big, I suggest a pot or a cauldron, something along that nature. Set it on fire, and I suggest you go outside and you blow the ashes towards the wind and let the wind scatter your intent, and the spell is complete. There is a little warning that I want to give you for this. This is just for the person to call you. Don't know what they're going to say when they do. So you make sure that you are ready for whatever comes on that phone line, okay? This person will contact you recently because I've had a lot of success with this spell. So if you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. My email address and all of the items that I used in this spell is going to be in the description box. You guys have a great day. Ashe.